Sorry, I was muted. Hello, and welcome to the daily live stream here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before we come on. I don't do personal readings, but other questions you got, politics and whatnot. So we have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years, and more important than ever, thank you. You make this possible. And we have got a fantastic community because of your kindness. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works for you. So. Oh, I'm glad. I've not had a chance to see Becca's latest Grand Tableau. Anybody, would you mind letting me, like, what's like jumping out for you? Because I'd love to know what you think. But anyway, all right. We are gonna look at some questions now. I just want to mention this, and I mentioned it over in the Stay Calm relaxation short live stream I've been running before this one. The link is in the top of the chat. Again, it will have its own channel soon. I'm getting there. YouTube's being YouTube. We'll get there. But one of the things I mentioned at the end was, if you find yourself ruminating on negative things hour after hour after hour, might I suggest, today's suggestion was putting something in your ear, just one ear, and listening to some kind of, whatever your version of easy listening music is. Doesn't have to be intense or anything, just because you're giving your brain something to process, reminds it that, oh, whatever's happening in the future, we will get there. We will deal with what we can, what we will, but we're still here, and we can't live in the future. We have to live here. So it gives your brain a break from the constant rumination and might allow you to center yourself more and focus on practical things you can do today. And that's kind of the big thing around here. All right. Carol says, took me a bit, but at least I'm getting better at searching Black and Orange out, as it no longer just shows up. Oh, I'm sorry. Sharon Rice says, Mozart. Oh, that would be a good one. Robin Hood says, they have great calming music channels on YouTube. I like listening to relaxing jazz instrumentals. That's what I was listening to this morning. I haven't linked to the one I was listening to, which is one that was called Cozy Jazz. So, all right. Whew. All right, let's jump into some questions. There was one thing here. It was actually a comment someone made. Let me move this over. We'll get there. And good morning, Gypsy. Okay, thank you. Oh, great. Yeah, Becca does amazing grand tableaus. Anyway, we're going to start with, I just wanted, there's nothing to read on here. There was a comment as seen on X. And the comment was, congratulations, America. You got back with your ex who was supposed to be in prison. I thought was funny. So, what is it they used to say on Will and Grace all the time? It's funny because it's true. Well, at least the last part is. It was never my ex, never your ex. But, oh wow, Lady Eva says, today I walked 8 miles. Wow. Well done. Well done. Coral says, I've been watching Christmas decorating videos on YouTube. Gets me in a good mood. Yeah, we've got to take part of our, just take part of your day to put your mind on something else, please, for your health. Okay, let's jump in. I guffawed. I guffawed. There was much guffawing. Jesse Waters. You know, Jesse Waters he's the brain donor who took over Tucker Carlson's slot on Fox. Yeah, him. Well, on his first day there, he had his mother call in, or his mother called in, and they patched his mother through to him on his first day on the prime slot on Fox News. And she basically told him in so many words, don't go super ultra right wing. Be reasonable. Because she's not MAGA. She was like, don't go off the deep end. Don't. And he was just like stammering. Okay. All right. Well, Jesse Waters' mom uninvited him from Thanksgiving. Ooh. Same mom who told him when he started his show she didn't want him going too far down the rabbit hole. You know, his siblings were like, if he's here, we're not going to be here. So he got invited from Thanksgiving. Oh. He talked about it on his show. There's a link in the description if you want to go watch it. I have no interest, but hearing about it just gladdens my heart. Quote, he said, I was not invited to my mother's house for Thanksgiving. Apparently, there wasn't enough room. She said it was a scheduling situation and then invited me to come over on Black Friday. I told her, no thanks, I'll be at Best Buy. Oh boy. Yes, Visualize 70. He's such a turkey. That was good. That was good. Oh boy. I just want to see if there's anything to pick up on this. Just any kind of message. Because that was glorious. Oh, happy family right in the middle. Lovely Thanksgiving meal. Right in the middle. Seriously. Boom. Right in the middle. He's not there. He might be a big shot on Fox, but apparently he's still her little boy. But, big man. Going out there being all extreme and awful. But there's Thanksgiving. With the kids and everything, and he's on the outside looking in. I'm not laughing. I'm trying so hard not to laugh. I am laughing, but I'm trying so hard not to. But this is so funny. All the awful things that that they talk about on the right. Excuse me. And just go mom. Yeah. No stuffing for you. No cranberry sauce. Valerie says, I love that it's public. Yeah. Doxy Lover 48 says, apparently there are consequences. Funny that. Right. There's one thing. There's a word I'm looking for. Hang on one second. Processional. Okay, so that's the word I'm looking for. Okay. this next question at 10 minutes, 10 seconds was a very straightforward question about, would you talk to us about the Age of Aquarius? You said it was in Pluto or vice versa. Is that different than the last one in the, was it 60s or 70s? What can we expect? Okay, the Age of Aquarius in that they were singing about in the musical didn't have anything to do with then. They were talking about a potential new age of a utopian kind of hope. So, and hair, Betty Cantrell said, yeah. So okay, because there are two different things going on. And this one can get a little confusing because it's not something that people often talk about. So I just want to share this one thing. By the way, I've been clearing out. So if you're wondering what that is a whole box of old stuff I put in recycling. A whole box. And I'm going to make some other boxes and I'm going to declutter and it's going to be good. All right. Is that relevant? No. Did I tell you anyway? Apparently. All right. Astrological age. An astrological age is a time period that parallels major changes in development of human society, culture, and history. Okay. It's talking about, let me go back here. Make sure you can see this too. Yes. Okay, back here, because they were talking about the precessional rotation. Astrologers maintain that an astrological age is a product of the Earth's slow precessional rotation, a gravity-induced slow and continuous change of the orientation of our astronomical body's rotational axis. So it's in each, that where it's pointing, it's in each sign for about 2,160 years on average. And as that moves, so for the last 2,000 years, we've been in the age of Pisces. Let me go back up here. And like I said, it's going backwards. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Huh, okay. Like I said, it's been going backwards. When from the year like 0 Common Era to 2000, maybe 2160, something along those lines, somewhere around there, we've been in this age of Pisces. And if you kind of think back, what happened around year 0 Common Era, of course there are other religions in the world, but it was really the rise of Christianity, the fisher of men. Jesus was the fisher of men. And early on, when Christians were persecuted, because they aren't in this country now, often the symbol of the fish was used instead of, say, a cross or something like that. So everything to do with Pisces. And this is also the sign of institutions and institutional spirituality. So you get a Vatican, you get centralized religion, and whatnot. So this has been the age of Pisces. Back here was the age of Aries, the age of Taurus, and backwards. So when they would complain up here around those who worship the golden calf, they were talking about people who happen to be in this age, because that's one of the things they worship during this age, the golden calves. And anyway, so we are moving into this age of Aquarius, and this will be could be 2000 to 4000, the year 4000. Woo, we're starting to talk Star Trek. Far Star Trek. But anyway, that's coming up. Now, whether it starts now, because when we chose year zero, it doesn't have, that isn't necessarily when the age of Pisces began. It just, okay, sure, it's ballpark, something like that. So from now to about the year 4000, we're going to be in the age of Aquarius. And so we're going to move into this time of, and Aquarius rules technology, equality, democracy. But it can also, it's a fixed sign. It's each sign in the middle of each quadrant is a fixed sign. They're stubborn. You Scorpios, Taurians, Leos, and Aquarians out there. Anybody ever called you stubborn? So that can be a problem too, because it's people aren't as flexible in their thinking. But anyway, that's what the age of Aquarius is. Now, what we're going into is a transit, and that is Pluto. That takes 248 years, which seems like nothing compared to an age. 248 years to go all the way around. Once. And Pluto plows through a sign, whatever it's in, and it digs up everything related to that sign that doesn't have deep roots, that isn't strong and healthy. And it digs it all up so it can bring all that gunk to the surface. We can cart off all the rocks and the junk so that new life, the plow can be seeded and new life can grow. New, healthier life can grow. But it's not fun to go through it. Of course it isn't. Christine says, isn't the United States 248 years old? Coincidence? Oh, no, we just went through our Pluto return. Oh, we did. Oh, yes, we did. That's part of why we're in this authoritarian ickiness. We just went through our Pluto return. And Pluto rules Scorpio, and I am a Scorpio, but Pluto is not democratic. It's there to plow. It's there to do its thing. It's power, and it rules plutonium. Either a nice big nuclear power station or can make something uninhabitable for 10,000 years. Pluto's not messing around. Thank you, Annie, for becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you, B. Smith. So Laura Wagner says, my dad used to call my Aquarian daughter more stubborn than a statue of a dead mule. I love that. I love that. That's funny. Oh, Mr. Dillon says, I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Is this confusing you? An age of Aquarius has to do with the north axis is it has to do with the weird rotation. It's moving very slowly. There's the way it's tilted, and anyway. But what I'm talking about, what we're going into on the 19th, is Pluto it's been in Capricorn, this sign of the aristocracy, the rich people being in charge. And we're moving. Pluto, it went into Aquarius and then retrograded back out. And now it's going back in. And so from 2024 to 2044, Pluto will be in Aquarius. And now it's going to plow through everything related to Aquarian stuff. Technology, also rebellion. Because the Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, who is the rebel of the galaxy, thinks outside the box, bolts out of the blue. And the problem with all of that Aquarian energy is that people get very stubborn in their thinking. until there's arguments. That's why we need to talk to each other. We need to, because that's the good side of Aquarius. It's community. It's working together. It's, you're not alone. So that's what's going on right now. When the Age of Aquarius starts, we're not entirely sure. Probably, I would guess it would start around now, just because computers, the rise of computers. And that's Aquarius all over. Robots, technology, not very touchy-feely, but I think that's what this is. So, and yes, David, there is a full moon on Friday. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to answer that question. What's the difference between an age and then a transit, which is just where Pluto is in the sky right now? Okay. All right. That just gets back to the other. All right. Put the kitties back up. Makes me happy. Pinda says, I heard Vedic astrology says the Age of Aquarius starts in 17 years. Excellent. I use Western astrology, but sure. I mean, we just don't know. In Western astrology, we don't know. But that's sure. Oh, look at Dylan. Only men, the fisher of men. Oh, I didn't mean only men could be Christian or were being. No. It was the. I was raised Catholic, and that's what we were taught. It was meant as mankind. You know, the ways they used to just say men, but they supposedly meant everybody. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much. It helps a lot. Thank you. All right. I'm glad you like the overlay. Yes, visualize 70 androids and golems. Mm-hmm. Not that golem, though. Golem. Not that one. All right. Lady Eva says she was quoting the text. Yes. Oh, yeah. I mentioned it yesterday, and I'll mention it. I'll continue to mention it. Friday night. No, not night. Friday. My calendar is buried under a pile of books right here, so I can't get to it quickly. But I don't know what time, so I don't know off the top of my head what time it is on Friday, but there's a full moon on Friday. And you know how they say about the ER or people acting like lunatics on full moons. Well, the full moon is Friday, and is going to be exactly conjunct Uranus, which I mentioned, the rebel, the bolts out of the blue, the unexpected. So I've been telling people, you know what? I'm not saying that anything would necessarily happen, but it might be a good evening to just stay in, watch a movie. Dorian said, I had a bar. It's true. Oh, Cat Toy 16 says the full moon is early in the day on Friday. Okay, good. B. Smith, I can't really do. I don't have the wherewithal to do math right now. I'm sorry. Bebo says from experience, I worked in customer service for years. It's so true. Yeah. Yep. Raymond Pascal says Stephen King's X account canceled for posting Elon Musk as the first lady. I thought CNN did that. Oh, wow. Say 3:30 p.m. Central. Thank you, B. Smith. Thank you. Well, whenever it is, that whole area, that day, it's a day I just wouldn't take a ton of risks. That's all. That's all. All right. an internet outage on the East Coast last night. Came back after 6 hours, says Viola Blue. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. Debsy Alonia Musk, First Lady. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I should go on and read more stuff, but oh gosh. Oh, that was good. You guys are awesome. Okay, you're so funny. At 2540, okay. Seriously, if there is anyone on the face of this earth I trust less than Senior Dimwit, it's the Russians. It's Putin. Not all the Russian people. I know there are good Russian people in the world, but it's Putin and anything related to that. I do not trust this jerk at all. Putin's spy chief, Nikolay Patrushev, says Russia helped Trump win the presidential election and makes a veiled threat. Ooh, veiled threat. Oh, that Trump must now deliver the agreed upon quid pro quo, quote, in his future policies, including those on the Russian track. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump will rely on the commitments to the forces that brought him to power rather than on election pledges, unquote. Russian presidential aide, spy chief, Nikolay Patrushev told the Daily Kommersant in an interview. Do I think that it's possible that Senior Dimwit is a traitor? Have you watched this channel? Do I trust the Russians that this is true? No. So let's see. Let's have a look. Lewis says they showed melatonin's, the spicy pictures. Just Me says, mad respect for Stephen King. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, the cesspool that is the energy around Putin. And the link to Dumpy. Rasputin. That came up last week, I think. Oh, it sounds like poor Bailey Boo here is having a bit of a nightmare. He just had this tiny little growl. It was like, that's how I feel about this jerk, too. Okay, here's the thing. Putin's been playing Trump like a fiddle for a long time, and it's not hard to manipulate narcissists. It really isn't. He can stomach it. Because you've got to just praise them to the skies, and but you can manipulate the heck out of them. There's no point at which they would have said, we will do this for you, and you will do this for us. I don't believe that. I just don't. Because Trump would feel like he's not getting a good enough deal. So they would have to couch it in such a way, oh, you want all of this as well? Oh, gosh, I don't know if we can do that. I mean, they played him like a fiddle. Is it as straightforward as this guy's making it out to be? I doubt it. And I'm getting the no for the reading. But have they manipulated him? Have they messed with him? King of Swords, Nine of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords. Oh, the fortune's turn. And he better hope that he does whatever they think he promised. But Trump he's always in a position of weakness, partially because he's a moron. And Putin's in a position of strength in that he was KGB. He knows how to manipulate people twice as smart as senior dum-dum. So, yeah. But did he get into bed with the Russians in some respects? Probably. Veronica walked a mile. Excellent. Please take care of your health. That's excellent. Carol says whether Dumpy realizes it or not, he was groomed to be a Russian operative as long ago as the 70s. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So. Oh, Amy Jones says Mrs. Dumpster snubbed Jill's invite. I read. Just want to be there. Who gives up about Christmas? See, this is the key. This is what it comes down to. Senior Dimwit doesn't get through his narcissistic brain that they don't want him to succeed. They don't. They want America to suffer. They want him to get in power because he is so inept. And he might do some things for Russia in the short term, but in the long term, they're just trying to weaken us. Hello. That's their goal. Now, they're in so much trouble themselves, but what Trump doesn't realize is that as soon as it is in their interests in causing chaos here to then drop a dime on Trump, to suddenly change around, play a big old switcheroo, and make him look terrible, and make us despise him everywhere. I mean, we despise him anyway, but yeah, they will. They're just going to wait until they get sanctions lifted and all this other stuff. That's all. Atha Volpe says, sorry, needed playtime with Kitty and her pink fish. Absolutely. Yeah. I just want you to take care of yourselves. I really do. Maybe it's just my Cancer moon, but I really just want you to to take care of do your self-care, sleep, get water, drink water. That's why I started doing the breathing and positive energy short 20-minute videos, live streams before this one. We need to take care of ourselves, keep our strength up, help ourselves so that we are in a position to do something when we can, and we do not end up burning through all of our energy as they're throwing out all kinds of chaff. Dave says belligerent baboon-brained low IQ creep. Agreed. Anyway. Okay. At 34:45. Thank you for being here. For me, but also for each other. Thank you. All right. Judge Mershon has delayed sentencing for the hush money case. after DA's office, brag, admitted they have no idea how to proceed with the conflict of Dumpy being president-elect and the Supreme Court immunity ruling. Zero surprise. Cynthia G says, definitely he made promises. Yeah, they messed with him. They messed with him. Anyway, will there be any kind of sentencing? Will there ever be a sentencing? Isn't it past your jail time? Okay. At the end. Down, 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 down. Yeah, we're disappointed. We went through all that, but there are 34 felony convictions. And you might be able to walk away for now, but that's pretty weak. That's a weak position, but then we get the law here. But it's the end. It's way over here. So if we get it, it's a ways. I'm not surprised. So, oh, Mark Meadows. 37 minutes in. Oh, no empathy for Mark Meadows. Anyway, while it appears that the Supreme Court secured Trump's immunity, they are not inclined to assist Mark Meadows at all. This morning, they declined his request to move his Georgia case to federal courts. Will Meadows be set up as the patsy and ultimately take the fall? I'm not going to be in trouble. I can be around the big, scary monsters. They're on my side. They're never going to turn against me. Oh, Meadows. Joji, I'm doing everything I can. So, black and orange tarot and astrology. It'd be nice if people would work on calming down. The squirrel energy is the greatest harm. Fear and anger are low energy. We need help getting to calm. I'm doing everything I can. I even started a whole different. I've got a whole other live stream going now. I now have 3 daily live streams. So, Joliet says, do the crime, pay the time. Meadows. Giovanna says, are they all getting pardoned? It's not a state charge, is it? Now, the question is Georgia. So the question is McAfee still there? I think McAfee's still there. I know Willis got back in. She was voted back in. That made me happy. Meadows. Don't hold your breath, but that's some movement. Meh. Okay, there's the country. He was part of this whole dynasty with the emperor. He was right in close, and I think there comes a point where he might have some problems. But yeah, Cat Toy 16 says state charges, not federal. Yeah, the charges stand. Yeah. Dorinda says Meadows is indicted in Arizona as well. Good. There's some positive energy here. I'll take it. I'll take it. But McAfee, could maybe you stop attacking the prosecutor? Yeah, thanks. for having a relationship and the guy's off the case anyway. So could you please just get on with your job? Just saying. I'm trying not to let a lot of these people bug me, but McAfee, he's grandfathered in as an exception. Yuck. So good luck, Mark. The monsters will never turn against you. I'm sure they won't. Oh, boy. In Uniform had a very sweet question. 35. Into Uniform asked, is there any hope for the Harriet Tubman $20 bill in the foreseeable future? Gosh, I hope so. And while you may think there's no way under whatever administration, it's just, I don't know, they're weird little things that get through. Let's have a look. Harriet Tubman $20 bill. Please, anything but Andrew Jackson. That's scumbag. And anybody who's like, well, what's wrong with Andrew Jackson? Trail of Tears, you knuckle dragging. Anyway. I really do try not to let them get to me, but sometimes, yeah. The stupid, it burns. There are a lot of people behind it, which is good. Page of Swords, Lovers, 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords. This is the key. Temperance. Wait. Anytime soon? I don't think so. Wait. Yeah. Oh boy. Yep, reality anchor. Jackson is Dumpy's favorite president. And in all the readings I've ever done, and I have gone back, remember, long time viewers know that I went through the first 20 presidents, a different one every day, and read on each one. It was really interesting, the stuff that came up. Love Grant. That man had a sense of humor. Anyway. But yeah, everybody knows that, but he was very charming. Anyway. Yeah, Andrew Jackson is the only, I honestly think that Trump is not our worst president. It's Andrew Jackson. The worst. Absolutely. Anyway. City Buckingham says, just because you're preparing doesn't mean you aren't calm. Being prepared makes you feel more secure. Yeah. Yeah. But, okay. At Chris Cole was asking at 4330. You draw the star card a lot. Might that star card keep coming up because of Leon's Starlink? If so, please ask what the Starlink has to do with the election day. Okay. Is the star card keep coming up because of Starlink or because it's the card of hope? Starlink. Starlight, star bright. First card I see tonight. Well, swords are air signs, and there are a lot of swords here. But they're something painful, but there's silence. And there's Musk trying to use Starlink. And there's a Justice card at the end. So I think this is asking about Starlink, and there could be some problems down the road. I do think when it was coming up before, it was mainly talking about us having hope. But apparently now it's talking about Starlink. So let's look at Starlink. I have, over the years, I've watched a lot of videos of people who live in like really nice, like decked out minivans or decked out vans for not like full blown RV type things, but the smaller ones. And excuse me, I'm so sorry. I quite a few of them use Starlink for their internet. These people living in these vans. It's just kind of there. He's there. It's there. Muskrat is stupidly close to Senior Dimwit, and we've got Temperance. I'm just getting kind of muddled energy on all of that. I think there's some hope for some changes in the future, but I'm not getting clear energy, and I'm not going to say anything other than what I'm really getting. So but let's definitely stay calm. All right. So if that's muddled, okay. But okay. At 4710, fun question. I don't know. It is fun, but it means I've got to go into this energy. Okay, ready? In the Senate right now, who's more popular? JD Vance or Ted Cruz? Okay. Anybody want to guess? Ted Cruz would be the fool. And he's probably more Republican than JD Vance, at least in theory, as far as what cards. I'm trying to figure out what cards each of them would be. I think Cruz would be more pentacles and Vance would be more wands. During this is Vance because he's leaving. The devil. There we go. There we go. All right. Who's Mr. Popular? Ted Cruz or JD Vance? Okay, Senate. I think Schumer would laugh at this. Survey says oh, Joe G got laughed. Good. Okay. Cruz thinks he's the most popular. He would be the more popular of the two. Oh, the delusion is strong with this jerk. Cruz is Cruz is slightly more childish and sniveling. If you look at his chart, he has, if I remember correctly, he's got his Chiron, which is the wound that will not heal. That in a good way could make you a good healer because you understand pain the way Chiron did. But if you don't, then it was very linked in with his sun, his sense of self, which is how you get the kind of sniveling, icky energy. Yeah. Basically, I get Vance. That on a day-to-day personable level, probably Vance, as long as you're not a woman. As long as you're not a liberal woman. Yeah. Yeah, for all of the white men in the Senate, he's much better. Ugh. Anyway. All right. Oh, yeah. Elizabeth Farmer wins the internet today. I think it's crab or Goyle. Crab or Goyle type of question. That is a Harry Potter reference for anyone who doesn't remember. These were Draco Malfoy's flunkies. Crab or Goyle. That was good. That was good. Yes. Oh, and by the way, this is nice. We have something nice to cover today. A Louisiana law requiring the 10 Commandments to be displayed in public classrooms has been blocked by a federal judge. Will this temporary block hold? Let's have a look. Wait, Valerie, stop. What? What happened? Bethe says, tell me again, why did I decide to come back to Earth at this time? Same reason we all did. And I think we were excited. I think us and our teams, our guides and our team, I think we were excited, like we're being chosen by NASA to go into space. Oh, more fool us. Anyway, Louisiana, 10 Commandments. Louisiana, 10 Commandments. Guadalupe V. Team Earth. Yes. Absolutely. We are absolutely in this together. Yeah, anybody who wants to start quoting the Bible at me or saying that they're doing something cruel because it's in the Bible, I just say one thing. One thing. Tell me in the red parts, in the text that's in red, tell me where it says that. That's the most important thing in the Bible, isn't it? For Christian, the most important thing in that Bible is what's in red. So where in red does it say that? Well, first of all, you have to understand that Louisiana is super red. They had a plan. They had a plan. They had this. They thought they had this all set up, but there have been challenges. So they'll try to come up with some other kind of wording or something. I forget. There were some clever things some people were coming up with to what they were going to do with the 10 Commandments in the classroom. So, yeah. They'll try to find a workaround, but for now, it's blocked. Thank you, federal judge. All right. Well, I wasn't even planning on doing full hours going forward. I was going to do more like 40 minutes. But yeah, it's been almost an hour. So, because it's fun hanging out with you. All right. It's 12:56 here in Chicago at 3 o'clock. And hopefully many of you will be over on the Creative Sprints channel it's really good to get your mind on to productive, something you're creating, or cleaning you need to do, or a work project you need to do, or whatever it is. But from 3 to 6, we're over on Creative Sprints, and you're always welcome. And we'll just encourage you. That's all there is to it. So thank you, lucky girl. Bless you. Bless you. I'm sorry. I didn't see you come in. Bless you. All right. So take care. I will be right back here tomorrow. I always am. I'll be back at 11:30 Central Time, Chicago time, for the stay calm, the breathing, and the positive energy. And then I'll come on right here at noon to answer your questions. All right. Oh, thank you, Holly. All right. Marjorie saying Creative Sprints is awesome. Good. I'm glad it's helping. It helps me. All right. So please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together, and there are good days ahead. I know it doesn't seem like it, but they're out there. They're headed our way. All right. So take care. And I'll see you back here tomorrow.